hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a shockingly 63-degree Friday the 10th, 10th of June. Good old Kai out there. His old mama's rustling around over there with the dogs by the barn. That might get my attention. Yeah, that perked her up a little bit. It's always funny this time of the morning. She's usually about ready to take herself a little nap. So it's kind of nice at the moment, but it's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be dang near 100% chance of rain all day today. So we'll see if we can get the old war wagon afloat a little bit again today. Holy moly. You always look to see if there's a little patch trying to pop up somewhere. Man, we got to stop and get gas in war wagon. We didn't do that on the way home last night. We went, we'll do it in the morning. Remember that big blue tent thing that looked like a house out there? They're moving that thing. We're just praying that we can get on the freeway. If it's going south, that we can get around it. Well, that could be a long drive to work. Everybody's freaking out. None of the pumps are taking credit cards. That's the first time I paid cash for gasoline in probably 10 years or better. That's crazy. But you can see everybody's inside trying to pay, and there's only one cashier. Yeah, kind of a weird morning. Look at this. We just missed it. Look at the size of that thing. That thing's going to take 3 lanes. I don't know how they're going to move that. All right, Mo. We've made it to Friday.
We have it that.
God, what some color contrasting look going on there. You got the gray, doomy look, then yellow and blue.
Very bright.
It's colorful.
Yes, it is.
Well, Mama,
yes,
let's go bust out said Friday and get out of here and start our weekend. All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Daggum. Been another spider day. Crazy thing is I only got 45 minutes left of the day. Got all this. I just got the seat, side covers, coolant I got to put in. It's got oil and everything. Anyway, I just been busting through this thing between everything else. Meeting customers. Nice couple from Iowa and their 2020 Spider RT Limited. The beautiful blue. Holy moly. This is not going to be nice, like, at all.
Definitely not like coming.
Wow. Put a jet pump on the back of this thing. Floats enough, you might as well just guide it in the water.
I know it.
Steer it with the pump. Yeah, this is not going to be fun. Alright, wish us luck. Well, we made it home again. The grass needs cut again, so I might as well just leave the little bistro table right where it's at. What do you think, Maddie dude? Oh, you're Abby. I'm sorry. There's Maddie right there. But look at that. As we started coming, it started getting a little brighter. And it's very nice. What do you think, Madsen? Look at him. Why do you always drink out of that gum? I mean, literally water buckets everywhere around here. They drink out of the mud holes. Meatheads. So I recently snagged another firearm I've been looking at for quite a while. And this seems to be all the rage here as of late. So I snagged one. A 10mm auto. So, not paying attention, I'm finding that 10mm is all but impossible to find. So what you can find, and you can run it through it, is what, 10mm people, not me, I'm just saying, they refer to it as 10mm weak. That's the 40 Smith & Wesson. Well, you can run 40 Smith & Wesson in a 10mm. Some people advise not doing it. It's 3.6mm shorter. Everything, the dimensions, everything's the same except for the length of the shell. So what happens is, because this is not a if you're familiar with 9mm and whatnot, it's a tapered round. It actually, you know, kind of wedges in, so to speak, into the chamber. Well, 10mm and 40 Smith & Wesson, they basically go into the end of the chamber and hit the end. It's just a slight fit difference. It goes in and goes click. Well, if you just simply drop a 40 Smith & Wesson, like you have the barrel out, and you drop it in, you'll notice that it stops at the end of the case. It stops at the casing. So you have this much room at the back. Well, when you're running it, you know, the extractor grabs it and holds everything into place, and they fire perfectly fine. The problem is because there's that little gap, a 3.6mm gap, powder and, you know, your primer gases and whatever, all that nasty stuff. It's weird how much junk is in the primer that comes from the primer. But anyway, that can build up, and you need to just make sure you clean your 10mm. So, you know, I've heard about this, and then I watched some videos on it and stuff. So last night we stopped at Sportsman's, and I found the Syntec, Federal Syntec on, well, it wasn't on sale, but it wasn't overly priced like a lot of stuff is nowadays. But anyway, so I grabbed a couple of boxes of that, and so I put 5 rounds in, went out my little spot out here before it got dark, which it was almost that way because it was just rainy out there. It was a long time before sunset. But anyway, wham, wham, wham. 5 rounds go through perfectly fine. Actually, it's it's so much softer than a 10mm. It's actually really pleasurable to shoot. So I get done, and I'm looking down the barrel. There's literally no visible gunk building up in that little 3.6mm gap. Literally nothing. You know, and the Syntec has that synthetic coating over it. So I thought, well, you know, that's probably going to shave some of that stuff off and whatever. But, you know, there was nothing there. I mean, it just blew whatever was in there, it blew it right out. It was really easy to, just literally just run right through it. There was nothing to clean. So I'm sitting there and I'm going, you know, how does that thing grab it? So I stuck a 10 in, and then I stuck a 40 on top of it on an empty magazine. So I put a 10 in, then a 40 on top of that. And I just had this, of course, I had the slide open, and I just dropped the slide on it. And it almost felt like it had this little bit of a bump feeling to it. Then I pulled the round out. This is the round right here. It does. Look at the little divot towards the front there. And then me playing around with the thing, I knocked, you could see it was bubbled, but me messing around with it, I knocked a little piece of synthetic stuff off of there. So, a 10mm will shoot 40 Smith & Wesson. You know, there's a lot of people who say don't do that. But then there's even more people saying it works perfectly fine. I do it all the time. I get the ammo cheaper and yada, yada, yada. So I told Kelly, I don't like this at all. Not at all. So she goes, well, you know, you can't return ammo. I go, dang, that's right. She goes, do you have anything 40 Smith & Wesson? I said, I haven't had a 40 in quite a while. I had a Glock 23 when they first came out. I think that was 1990, which is there's a 22, which is the full size, which was really popular with police departments and stuff. And then the 23, which came out, I think they both came out at the same time. The 23 is a smaller version. Just like the Glock 17 is a full-size 9mm, Glock 19 is a smaller one. Anyway, so, and I go, well, dang. She goes, well, I guess you'll have to get another 40. I go, yeah. And she goes, can you get something really cheap from Sportsman? I said, so to get rid of $65 worth of ammo, you want me to buy another gun? Well, they have, what do they call it, the High Point or whatever, $199. And she goes, well, just get that. And I go, woman, I don't think one of these things even make it through a full magazine before they lock up and jam up and go crazy. So one thing led to another. And today I ordered a Gen 5, the latest version of the Gen 5, the most current. You know, they make little incremental changes, you know, even though they don't change the gen number, but they make little changes, trigger and stuff like that. And it's MOS, modular optic sights or something, I think they call it for it. Springfield called OSP, you know, optical, I think it's opticals, whatever it is. Optical sight pistol, I think is what it is. I probably got the acronyms all wrong, but anyway, so it's like $30 more for the MOS version. So you can put a red dot or whatever on there. So anyway, I just ordered another Glock. The first Glock I've owned in probably 20 years, maybe. It's been a while. So anyway, so buy the wrong couple boxes of the wrong ammo and you end up with a new gun. But the tricky thing is it's not going to be until the 20-something, 20th, 21st, somewhere around there. And I have until the 30th to get that thing approved through the feds and state and city and whatever, all the things they do, you know, and they do all the background check. Because if it doesn't go through by the 30th, the deal gets unwound and kicked out. Because a Glock 22 has a 15-round magazine. And Washington State, June 1st, you cannot purchase anything with 15 rounds. With more than 10 rounds in the magazine. That's the most ridiculous thing. The logic behind that. But again, I'm not getting into any kind of politics crap. So anyway, hang tight. I'll show you something here right quick. So I will apologize in advance because not only did the color and everything just change, but the sound just changed. Went from iPhone 13 Pro Max to my GoPro Hero 10. So, you guys have met Mr. Hellcat. Lovely. I absolutely love this thing to death. It is so much fun. And here's the 10mm. You guys know what a Springfield Armory fanboy I am. This is the XDM 3.8 inch 10mm. It's nice. And man, that trigger is so incredible. They got some technical term for it, you know, that it's some kind of match trigger or whatever. It's supposed to be a match barrel. And you talking about something that shoots flat and accurate as holy heck. It's crazy. Feels like a 45 ACP with a little, has about that pressure. You know how 45s have this big booming pressure to them? This is kind of that way with a little snap to it. But man, I don't know if it's just because this is, you know, one of these elites. This is Elite Compact. That's what it is. XDM Elite Compact 3.8 inch barrel. Comes with 11 rounds of 10mm. This 11 rounds of 9mm. Look at the difference in these things. Is that crazy or what? Look at the difference of 11 rounds and 11 rounds. Just the size of the rounds that's firing through it. This one weighs considerably more as well. Really nice. Man, I see why the 10mm have become so crazy popular here as of late. That's nuts. I mean, what a cool pistol. Man, I love my 45s, but I don't know. Double stack, and I have the one of the magazines. I have the flush. You'll notice that it says on the back 10. Well, this is a +1 little extension on there, and that's what it comes with by default. It has a beveled magazine well that comes off, and with that off, and this magazine, my pinky lands on it just perfect. And then I got the 15 round magazines for it as well, and I can get all 4 fingers very comfortably and still have the grip down here. That thing's cool. But man, 15 rounds plus the heavier weight of this over the Hellcat. Yeah, that's I don't know. Kelly's got a scale. I didn't weigh it to see what it weighs, but it's reaching bigger gun weights. But whew, I like that. She's a bad boy. That thing is so cool. It's just amazing that big booming 10 millimeter is so controllable and shoots so well. These things are pretty hot, man. That thing booms right along. But very, very accurate. It's crazy. Even with the 40 millimeters, I'm pretty shocked. The 40 millimeters are really soft. It's not. It doesn't even. I don't think it even feels like a 45 with the 40 Smith & Wessons in there. It's very soft feeling. You just wow. It's like shooting a heavy 9 millimeter. This thing, she's like a little snapping turtle. Wow, I love it. She's just so full of attitude, that little gal, and it's so fun. We're just out there plinking around having fun. We ain't causing no trouble. Ain't hurting nobody. We're just having fun. Anyway, that's what I was going to show you today. Because it was so rainy and nasty out. Let's talk about things like that. All right. Well, hello there, YouTube. We have made it to the weekend. It is technically not even sunset yet. It'd be down behind the mountains and stuff, but look how dark it is for all this rain and stuff.
I know.
So it is June 10th, right? Not like March 10th or something like that.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Actually, I think the weather was nicer in March.
Yes, it was.
Weird. Oh well. It's just going to be what's going to be. No sense in getting all riled up about it. There's nothing you can do.
Nope.
Well, it was nice meeting the kind folks from Iowa today.
Yes, it
traveling
was.
on their 2020 RT Limited. Ended up getting a new tire on it after I talked to them. I kind of walked back to see where it was in the scheme of things, and I go, whoa. I said, did you know? Oh yeah, I've already sent the information to the service writer, and they got a hold of them. I feel bad I didn't meet you guys at the end. I kept looking up there. I wanted to catch you as you were leaving. I just got busy and sidetracked. I come up, and your spider was gone, and you guys were gone. So hope you have a wonderful trip.
Yes.
Sounds like you guys are having a ball so far.
That's awesome.
Didn't sound like you got in a whole lot of rain until you left here.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad when they were there this morning, but boy, it turned nasty.
It did.
Hope you guys hunker down somewhere. But Mama,
Yes.
bounce on out of here.
Alrighty.
I got 2 vlogs built tonight.
You best get to it.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Saturday or Sunday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We will see you in the
Yeah,
morning.
hopefully there'll be a break somewhere. In
Yeah, cross.
Yeah.
Need a bike ride.
Yep, she says, I'm jonesing to go for a ride.
Needs to quit raining.
Yeah. All right. We'll see what happens. Bye-bye now.
Bye.